Love Story.
Love Story on Liberty Radio tonight. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Mila.
Good evening, good evening.
Mila, tonight's couple, we've been trying to book them for at least 3 months already,
Yeah,
right?
it's been hard to get them here.
Wow, I think it was the hardest couple to book, to get them to come to the program. It was a fight, but we got it. We got it. We have here tonight Pastor Ricardo and Miss Delma. Hello, good evening, Pastor Ricardo, Miss Delma. 3 months. You've been resisting. No, I'm busy and fundraising and a home visit and this and that. So were you trying to dribble the program, Pastor Ricardo?
No, we weren't trying to dribble the program. We are ready for the program.
You ready?
Yes, but because of unforeseen situations, we were not able to attend. But it's
Amen.
a pleasure to be here. Thank you
Amen.
very much.
It's a pleasure to have you here. And you are in Stratford.
Yes, we are in Stratford.
In Stratford.
Yeah.
And we are going to play this game before, okay? Are you ready to play? Mr. and Mrs. We're going to play this game. You know the rules, right, Pastor?
Yeah.
So, if the answer is you, the blue
yeah.
racket. If the answer is your wife, the pink one. Let's see how many questions you can get right. How long you been married for, Pastor?
21 years.
21 years.
21 years.
What is the date of your wedding, Pastor? Let me see if you know.
7th of July, 2001.
2001.
2001.
Okay.
In the
practice?
church.
Did you practice before coming to the
In
program,
the church.
Pastor?
No, I didn't. In the church, 7th of July, 2001.
But you came to church, you were already together.
Yes,
you were
together,
dating your
yes.
wife.
We
yes?
were classmates, actually.
Ah.
We studied in the same school, we had the same friends, and that started a relationship more than a friendship, and then it
That's nice.
Dating.
went beyond
So,
of it.
all together, how long you been together? You can say that you know each other, that you've been dating and married. How long?
So 1996 to 22 now?
96.
Yes.
1996.
So it's like maybe 26 years.
It's more or less 26
Right?
Yeah.
years.
Okay, very nice. So they are ready for the game, And I saw, Mila, that Miss Delma had left the pink rackets on the table. All the answers. Can you show them, Kathleen? Yes, all the answers, Miss Delma. You are going to answer the blue, right? You are going to go for the blue. All the answers. You left the pink on the table. Okay, we had to remind her to get the pink one. So, okay, you ready, Pastor Ricardo?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so Mila, you do the questions. Let's go.
Okay, let's see. Question number 1. Who is the best at sports?
Best at sports. We're waiting for Miss Delma.
Okay, good.
Very well,
Both
very well.
agree.
Okay, 1 out of 1. Okay,
Okay.
21 years of marriage, huh? 26 plus years of knowing each other. Let's see
Yes.
if they get all answers right.
Yeah, let's see if they get 10
I
out
think
of
the
10.
most we got was 9 out
At
of
the
10.
park, right?
At the park, right?
Yeah.
In the evangelism that we did last Sunday, it was a couple of, it was an old couple actually. An old
Yeah,
couple,
an
they
older
got
couple.
9 out of 10. Let's see if Pastor Ricardo can beat this record. Okay, Mila, next.
Okay, who is the funniest?
The funniest. Ah,
Okay,
very well.
both
These questions
agree.
are easy. Okay, 2 out of 2. Okay.
Okay. Who is the greater animal lover?
Animal lover. Oops.
The blue one?
That's right. That's
Very
right.
well.
That's right. Do you have any pets, Pastor?
Yes, we do.
Oh, you do?
Yes, we have a pet.
A cat or a dog?
No, a dog.
A dog.
Yes.
So you are the one that is...
I'm a dog person. I grew up
Ah.
with dogs and
Okay. Very nice.
Okay.
Okay,
Next
4th question. You're doing great, huh?
Who uses the most beauty products?
Mila, that's so easy. So what is this, the 4th or the 5th?
The 4th.
Okay, 4 out of 4. That's easy questions, Mila.
Okay, let's get a little bit more challenging. Who
Please.
has the best sense of smell?
Sense of smell. Ah, no.
You got
No.
it wrong.
Miss Delma, he said it was you. It is you. Miss Delma, she said it is you, Pastor Ricardo. The best sense of smell. Okay.
Okay, next one.
Next one.
Who spends the most time in the bathroom?
Most time in the bathroom. Ah,
You got it right.
okay. What is this? The sixth one?
The sixth one.
Okay, you got 5 out of 6, huh?
Who eats the most cakes?
Most cakes. Pastor Ricardo.
You got it right.
Okay.
Who is the fastest talker? Who talks the fastest? Correct.
Correct. Miss Delma. The
Two
answer.
more.
Two more.
Okay.
Two more.
Let's see. Who would make the best prime minister?
Ah, the best prime minister. Okay.
More political.
9. Okay. The last
And
one.
The last one.
The hardest one, Mila. The hardest one you can find.
Who is the most annoying?
The most annoying. Ah, no.
That's very. That's
Okay.
very noble of both of you because
Yes.
they voted for themselves.
Yeah, I vote for me, but okay. They were trying to be nice to
They're
each
trying
other.
to be nice.
I see.
Very well. So
This is very important in a marriage, right?
yes,
You always assume you're
you're the most
the
annoying.
worst, right? You always assume you're the worst. You're the one who has to change the most.
Yeah,
This is
That's
very
the
important.
most diplomatic way of sorting out the problems.
Yes.
that's good. So 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
Okay, good
Okay.
job.
All right. Good job. Okay.
Thank you.
Very nice. Very nice. You just need to sort out this melting, right?
Yes, they smell.
You need to
Yes.
talk about this, huh?
Yes.
Okay. So, Pastor Ricardo, let's start with our interview. So, how did you meet your wife? How did you meet your wife?
Well, we used to study in the same school, and a friend of mine was in the same class of her friend.
Ah, so you were not in the same class.
No. We were schoolmates actually, and that friend start like after school, chatting with each other, and then her friend brought her to the circle of friends that we had, and then we start knowing each other.
Okay.
But without any how can I say, any perspective of having a relationship with someone. Okay, it was just like friends at school. Friendship.
And okay, and then you met on that day,
Yeah.
and after how long you started to have this perspective of a relationship?
Well,
When
it
did
depends,
things
right?
change? When
But-
did things change?
So I believe, today with the maturity we have, we understand that things change. Sometimes we as a man, we think that we start being interested in first, right? But after the experience, we have learned that you actually did not choose, you were chosen. So I believe that she started having it first than me. So I could say after 4 or 5 months, I start observing it in her. But I believe she started having it first than me.
Miss Delma, when you first saw him, right? In this group of friends, mutual friends, what did you think of him? Just as a friend, or were you interested in him in a different way?
It's just a friend.
Just a friend, just
And, yeah.
another boy, just
Yeah.
another boy, right?
Yeah, but in the beginning, I found him a bit annoying. I didn't like because he's playing too much with me, joking too much, and then I didn't like
Okay.
in the beginning.
So
But-
why you were annoying Pastor Ricardo?
Well-
Why? You were annoying the lady.
Well,
You were very playful, yeah?
School friends, yes.
Ah. But even not knowing her, you were already playful and
Yeah, with everyone.
Ah.
With everyone.
So you actually
didn't
didn't
like-
like him.
No, because of too much joke with me, and then I even avoid sometimes because it's too much.
Wow.
But with time, I start liking the jokes.
Yeah.
Really? So this is funny. So it's similar. It's most people it's not love at first sight.
Yeah.
In their case, she didn't even like him, right? No, he's too annoying. right? It's a joker and too childish, right? Very childish.
Yes.
But then you see, time changed our perspective. She even started liking the jokes. So who got interested in who first? You got interested in her first, or you got interested in him first? Do you know this?
Yes, I
Yes.
believe she was interested first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you started liking him.
Yeah.
Okay. And did you change to him your reactions? Did you change? Did you give hints that you were liking him?
Did you
Signs
start flirting with him?
No, in the beginning, no.
No?
Like, yes, I start like liking him, but I didn't show much.
Okay.
And then but he observed that, like, even though I'm not showing it, but he's getting like more like closer, like when we go out and then we go back like home, he go with me, like with my friend, né?
Yes.
That time.
Did you perceive that she was giving hints or no? She was liking you or no? Did you perceive this, Pastor? No.
It's like she was saying that the way we were with friends, we are always like joking and playing. So sometimes, like, I'm a bit slow to get this kind of hints.
Okay.
Today there's some things that she's a bit slow. She's a bit more faster, you know.
Right.
So a bit slow to understand that.
Yeah. I think every man is, right? I think men are more distracted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Women are more into like seeing all the
They are
details.
they are
and-
smarter into seeing these things,
Yeah,
right?
I believe they start thinking about relationship earlier than us.
Yeah.
Because in the
Definitely.
beginning we are there, like with our friends, we are like footballs, you know, going out, and I believe they start being more serious with relationship and seeing it like when it comes to maturity. So I believe they mature first than us, so they are able to know. Look, this is the boundary. From here, I want a relationship. From here, I don't want any just friendship anymore.
Mhm.
It's a relationship. So and then I was a bit slow to understand that. So I
Mhm.
can't say like, oh, when we start. When I saw that it was happening, I believe it was like 5-6 months later of being as a friend.
Mhm. Okay. And who, did you come to her first, ask her out to be more than a friend, or she told you first that she liked you? So
I believe it happened, but there was some like situations that, as I was with that friend that was classmate of her friend, so there were moments that going back home, I would stay talking to her while he was dating her friend. So I was just like, I'm just here. I would go back with my friend and say, come on, I know that you are interested in the girl there, brother, but, no, please come with me because they come together. So I used to go because of that friend, so that she would not be there alone. Okay? So much so that when they was bringing her home, my friend was speaking with her friend and was close to her house. And I said, oh, let's walk. And then I kept walking with her until her house. But I met her mom on the way, on the house.
Uh-oh.
And then the
mom saw.
The mom saw me, and then she was already in the church. The mom, she was learning the intelligent faith, and then the mom looked at me and said, "Do you have condition to get married with her?" And then I look
Wow.
at her.
We're
and I
not
look
even
at the
dating,
mom.
nothing.
You were not even dating.
No, I was just as accompanying her because of my friend. And I look at the mom and said, "Wow."
I think your friend was trying to set you both up. No?
So let me see if I understand, because there's a lot of friends.
Yes,
So
I'm
please.
getting confused
his
here.
friend was they were dating, they liked each
Yes.
other.
They like each other, and I just go to
So she wouldn't be like the third wheel, as they call it. He would go together to accompany her.
Okay, but your friend, your buddy,
Yes.
your buddy,
yeah.
he kind of perceived that you liked her as well, right?
No, he didn't.
Ah, he didn't.
He was just asking me to go with him because there you be both of them. He didn't.
Okay. He didn't care. He was
No,
with his
no, no,
girlfriend. Okay.
No.
And then this day, you walk past your friends, they were dating there, and you say, okay, let me just drop her off.
Yeah,
And you found her mom.
the mom.
And the mom coming to the UCKG already.
Yes, coming to church.
She said, hey, do you have condition to marry my daughter?
Yes,
Wow.
she didn't.
Oh my God.
She didn't ask my name. She didn't ask anything. Who are you?
Oh my God.
Where you are coming from? Why you are with my daughter now at this time?
That's what I call
She didn't.
straight to the point.
Yeah.
Right?
Straightforward.
You
You,
can't-
have condition to get married with her.
You can't go straight to the point like that, right? You can't do more than that.
Yes.
So you got...
No, I wasn't expecting that. She said, "Look, it's my mom." And I said, "Okay, it's mom. Mom is mom." But I didn't expect her mom was that special mom. Can you understand? So that's how it was. And then she.
So you were not even dating.
No.
You already met your mother-in-law,
Yes.
and she was already asking about wedding. When was the wedding?
When
Oh
is
my
the wedding?
God!
Exactly.
Wow,
That must have been like a shock. Okay.
it's too much for a
Yes.
day, right? It's too much for a day. Oh my
course.
God!
And then what you answer?
And then I said to her, "Yes, today if you want."
Wow, that's what I compare. Oh my God! That's
thought-
guys. Are you taking note of this? Guys, write it down. What are you doing, man? Quickly, go get a pen and paper. Write this down, my friend. Look, this is faith. You know? High five, Pastor. Wow. So
What did she say?
you were not even expecting this.
Yeah.
She came with this question and say, I can get married to her today if you want, man.
Now.
Wow.
And then she was embarrassed, and then she said, "Oh, thank you very much, Mom. Let's go,
Let's
mom."
go, and then
Mom, and then she explained to her mom on that day.
just
Okay.
a friend. I said, okay.
But then you start thinking about it after this day, right?
No.
I start thinking about
Ah,
it.
you started to think about.
Oh.
I
You,
just
Miss
looked back
Delma,
and
you
I
were
said
like,
to my
okay,
friend, "Look."
he can get married to me today?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not such a bad idea.
So you start thinking about.
Yes.
But then you forgot about it.
No, I went back and I said to my friend, "Look, I met her mother, brother. You have to." I met her mother. Then her mother wants me to get married. And then I just went home laughing. And then, but I wasn't serious about it.
Ah.
She started
okay.
thinking about it.
Okay. Okay. You were still like
Yeah.
childish.
Yes.
You thought it was
A
like
joke.
a joke.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So when things change, when did you start dating? Because you were not dating.
No.
And you went home. What happened the next day? What happened the next time you saw
So
her?
I believe in the following weeks we start like not dating, but staying with each other for longer than just like talking, because the buddy was with another her friend and this. And,
You're not just there to accompany someone.
yeah.
You were going out because you wanted to be together.
Yes.
We can say, right?
Yeah.
So things started to change from merely friends
Yes.
to something else. You
Yes.
actually enjoy spending time together. You spend more time together.
Yeah.
You talk more. Okay, that's nice. And officially, when did you start dating? Or there wasn't a day officially
I
that you
think
started
that
dating?
wasn't a date officially. That it
No,
was
we
like
It was
want
just
to
a
date me.
transition from
Yeah.
friend to...
It was like
Just
Yeah.
getting closer.
yeah,
and
getting
to know
closer.
each
It started like because we see like each other every day because of school, and then every day like finish
Okay.
school, and then he
I know what I'm gonna ask. First kiss. When was the first kiss? Where?
That was the first kiss.
And when?
it was the day we went out with the friends. Do you remember the place that we went? And it was the like we are there talking, and
Uh-huh.
it was the first
But the friends were there or no? No?
the same
Oh, you
place.
went out with
but
friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
You remember where did you go?
No, I don't remember if I was sincere.
Was the place that I don't remember the name now, but it was aquele lugar Cristo. Like there is a place that the people used to go, like it's very high, like place, like there is a mountains, right to say,
Ah,
and then there is
okay.
like some kind of like a bar or
There were some bars and pubs around, and then
Yeah.
we were friends.
Then
Noting
friends.
that you are not in the church yet.
No,
No,
you're
no,
not
no.
in the church.
We're
Okay,
not.
they were not in the church. They're
No.
not. So it was like a a high place. It's like
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
right?
Yes.
It's not the Christ the Redeemer, no, right? In Rio.
No.
It's another place.
No, it's another place. We have a
Ah.
similar place
Yes,
in
it's
my
similar
in my
with this one.
state. Okay.
Okay.
And but it's nothing like the one in Rio
Okay.
because we have the statue there, but we have pubs around.
Okay.
It's a
And that's when you went.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like a high place,
Yes.
okay? The city and the pubs,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And there it happened, the first
There it
kiss.
happened.
Yes.
So I guess that was official then, right?
Yes.
You kiss, you knew you were serious, you were
Yes.
dating, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hit a pause here right now. But then, Pastor, before meeting your wife, okay, how was your love life before? How was your love life before meeting your wife?
Oh, well, I would not be saying that I had relationships because we have a group of friends, and that group of friends, like the worldly. So there was girls and there was boys, and was that thing like one day you be with one, the other day you be with another one. Wasn't
Like
something,
hookups.
yeah, like hookups. Was something
One day,
serious. Yeah,
the next day,
yes,
it's over, right?
yeah. So in my state, it's kind of like this because it's a bit nostalgic to speak about it because the area is more. It's like some areas you go here in London there is a lot of listed buildings and this. So that's my state like. Okay. So the most places for us to go to be pubs, bars with live music, and then we'd sit, would be like drinking. So that's the lifestyle in my area. So we friends would go to a pub, sit there, drinking, and whatever happened with like friends, and that's how it was. So I'll not be saying I have a relationship or I had a love life.
So no serious relationship.
No serious with anything.
And you, ma'am, did you have any relationships before meeting
Yeah.
Pastor?
Yes, I had like a dating before him. I was dating a guy for 2 years, but it's not like I never like bring him home. It's just like dating, but my family, they saw him, but it's not something like that I bring him home. He was the first one that
Your mom never met him?
she saw him with me like in the street, like or
Okay.
at the door of the house, but he never get in like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was with him 2 years,
Okay.
and he cheated on me like with my friend, and then I was like very upset with that.
Of
and
course.
disappointed, and from that I started have like a low
Did your mom also ask him, can you marry my
No,
wife?
She didn't.
No.
Didn't.
She didn't.
She didn't. High five, Pastor Ricardo.
That time,
High
my mom-
five, Pastor Ricardo. She didn't. She never
no,
got
that
you.
time I think my mom wasn't in the church yet at the time.
She wasn't in the church.
No, she wasn't.
Okay. So after that, you got very upset, very disappointed, right?
Yes.
After betrayal.
Yes.
After 2 years, he
Yes.
goes out with your own friend.
Yeah. And
So, I
then
can
actually
imagine.
I saw it like, and then I was really disappointed.
Mistakes you made in your relationship, at the beginning of relationship. What kind of mistakes did you make in the beginning of a relationship? Miss, you wanna
One
say?
was because of that situation, I was very jealous
Mhm.
and
Insecure. right?
insecure. Yeah, and then as like in school, every time that I saw him with like talking with a girl,
Mm.
in my mind's already,
He's gonna do the same.
you do the same, and I was.
And
with
he
that
was
all
very
the time.
playful, so
That's the thing.
he would be talkative.
Yeah,
That was a problem.
And then the girls sometimes they used to be like with the earphone, and then like put on him. I saw it from far, and then
Pastor Ricardo.
And then wherever I was, I used to shout and say, "Wow, what's going on?"
Really? You'd
Yes.
come and what's going on here?
Yes,
Take
I
your
was-
hands out of my
I
boyfriend.
was like this,
Right?
Because I could see him from the my sala, the class.
From the
Classroom.
class. From
Yes,
the
I
classroom.
could like see him from
Outside?
There. Yes, and like but he was very like, how can I say, sincere with me. Like for example, if a girl like this is something that I admire in him, like the sincerity, and I saw it in him that like when the girl like come and say something to him, like flirting, like let's say, and then he used to come and then he used to tell me.
Ah, okay.
And this is something that was like I admire.
Something that you admired in him, right?
Yes, I start
His
like seeing the-
sincerity.
Yeah.
The other one wasn't like this.
No.
Ah, really nice. Okay. And you, Pastor Ricardo,
Oh,
any mistakes you made at the beginning of relationship?
I believe was like understanding what's relationship.
You did understand.
No, because like
You never had one
never had
in the
one.
first place.
And every female that was in that group wasn't there for a relationship.
So your wife is the first girl that you dated for more than one day.
Yeah, exactly. For more than one day.
The others, it was less than a day, right? Less than a day, you
one
were
day, one
you already
night.
opening the door. Get out,
Yeah.
right? Bye, right?
One day, one night. So that's how it was.
Ah.
And the mistake was like I didn't know how to position myself. The same girls that would be my friend yesterday when I start dating her, it was still my friend in the following day. So the first things that the things that we used to do together, they're still doing together.
Right.
Until I had the understanding, like to put the boundary, not because I was going beyond the boundary, but I understood that the boundary was helpful not only for me, but was more helpful for her, because due to the disappointment, she was like thinking that disappointment would happen with me as well, and I was not even thinking about it.
Right.
I was getting mature in knowing what was a relationship.
Right.
I didn't know about it. So and then that friends is still friends. Some of them grew up together. And I have to put boundary with that friend. So this was one of mistakes that I had to like to fix. Okay? And as I was like bubbling, playful and with everyone. And so
You had to learn to stop with this.
I have to learn to put the boundary regarding females. Because now I had one female.
Yeah.
So and the other ones need to know the boundary as well.
And you need to
Yes.
pass. You needed to pass the security to
Yes.
her, right?
And then I took
So
a
no
loan to
more
pass.
the girls coming and putting the
Headphone.
Oh, look what I'm listening. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
like
No more, right?
No more hugging, jumping, holding. Nothing of those, you know.
Yeah, because she was watching.
Miss
She's
Delma is
watching
like,
from the classroom.
please. Yeah, Miss Delma is please.
But I was too much. Even the street, like when I walk with him, he needs to walk like this. If he-
Like a horse, right?
yeah,
Like a
it's true.
horse with a
It's
thing,
true.
right?
Yeah.
It's true. If he looked one side and then he's looking to someone, and then I used to, I don't know how to call
Pinch
that.
him.
Pinch.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, Miss Delma, I didn't know. I
was
didn't
too
know you were
much.
like this, Miss Delma.
I was
Miss
too
Delma.
much.
We
Too
know Miss
much.
Delma today, right?
Yeah.
She's
I
as
was
sweet
too
as she
much.
can be. We didn't know this thing. Did you ever fight any girl in the school because of him?
Not-
Did you get angry at some girls there?
Yes, not like just verbally, but
Verbally,
not
yeah?
physically. But when finish school,
Ah.
and I because I saw her like
Trying
there-
to...
yes, and then
What did you
she
tell
used
her?
to call him like she would say bye the friends, and then she said bye Richard, and then I said
Richie.
what
Richie?
Richie.
I said to her Ricardo. And then I start
his
saying
name
to
is
her,
Ricardo.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Yes, excuse me.
It's not Richie.
No Richie, no Ricky, no.
And then I start like
you told her
yes,
that?
Yes, and then I will start
Wow,
like
Miss Delma.
fighting
Wow.
her verbally because of that.
Wow, Miss Delma. Okay. If you were close here, I would high five you.
But did
Very
this ever
nice.
cause any problems, any arguments between you two? Like she was overreacting sometimes?
Or the way you were playful. Of course. You
Look,
got some
Yes,
arguments, right?
Yes, yes.
For me was a new thing. I wasn't used to that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because even at home, my mom used to be like hugging, kissing.
Right.
When she met me and I brought her home, she would see my mom kissing us. And sometimes my mom would kiss our mouth, all of us, because we're 3 boys and 1 girl. So I have 3 siblings. 2 is a male and 1 female. So my mother used to like kiss us in this way. Even though you are like 17, 18, hugging. So it was something new that no one could approach me because of her behavior.
Whereas in your house, in your family, how are people in your family? They are more...
Yeah, we have like we have like very close, but there is no such things of like being hugging, touching too much. Wasn't
more reserved.
yes.
So that was strange for you, right?
Yes,
that was
it
weird for you.
Yes.
So it's strange that when I met her father and we start like, knowing each other, one day I arrive and then I hug her father.
Oh,
And then everyone was looking at me like,
what is
what
this?
is going on? We were watching a
Yes.
football game, I believe, together. And then I hug him.
Ah.
And then everyone was looking at me like, what's going on here with this guy?
God. What's going on with this guy?
Yes.
yes, it
He's
was-
too happy to be in this family, right?
So that's how it was.
So these are the differences that you had at the beginning of relationship, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It's a completely different background. Completely different. I was brought up in one way, she was brought up in a different way.
Okay, I'm interested now. How did you get to church? So you were dating for what? 5 years, you said? 5 years?
Was 4 years dating at school.
Okay.
And then I met her parents. I went to her house and then the mom started going to church and start introducing to me the church little by little. Not to her, but to me.
Okay.
So the mom started giving me
So you were not going to church, Miss Delma, with your mom. She was already going to church.
Yeah.
Yes.
Strong member of the UCKG.
Yes.
Yes.
And the mom started handling me newspapers.
She started evangelizing you.
Yeah, handling newspapers.
Maybe she had tried before.
Yeah.
Maybe she tried Miss Delma.
It's like,
but-
let me try a new
What I
tactic.
didn't like
Yes.
in the beginning.
Wow, very
Yeah.
smart, huh? Your mother-in-law, huh?
Yeah, very smart.
Very smart, huh?
Very smart.
So she couldn't take your wife to church, and she
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
And she
Ricardo."
started giving me handing me newspapers. There was some events in the church who'd inviting me for Sunday.
Right.
And because it was my mother-in-law, I'd be saying, oh, okay, Sunday morning I'll be going there.
Ah.
And then she'd be saying,
Please-
no, I'm
please
going
the
there Sunday
mother-in-law.
morning.
To please the
To
mother-in-law.
yes. And then, why you be going there? And say, no, your mom invited, let's go. So I started going with her.
And
Sunday
you would
morning.
go as well, Miss Delma. You would go.
I- yeah.
Should go.
Of course, because you're jealous, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
No,
have
he
to.
cannot go anywhere without you, right? At that time, right? And he
Yes,
went.
it's true. Yeah.
And then you start going to church and
To church. And that was a day that she went to do a test. And the test had to take 2 hours. And she asked me to go with her. So I went with her there to the test. And when we are leaving the house to go, prior to going, leaving the house to go, her mom gave me the book, The Footsteps of Jesus. And she told me, look, you'll be waiting there for 2 hours. If you have nothing to do, she gave me the book. And you know, but 20 years ago, there wasn't what? There wasn't,
cell phones.
there wasn't cell phones. The only thing that I
It
was
was the
doing
book or nothing.
the book or nothing. So I got the book. And wasn't that, today we have one that's a bit orange, they change a bit the cover now, but it was a small one. A small one. And I brought the book and started reading the book there. There, from that day on, my mind started opening for the things of the faith. From that day, I wasn't firm in the church, I wasn't firm going, but while she was there doing the test for the 2 hours, I read the whole book.
Wow. Wow, the whole book?
The whole book.
Wow.
The whole book. In that 2 hours, I was reading. I didn't stop reading. It's something
You really
different.
like the book, eh?
Yes. Well, I used to complain with her for like having constant headaches. So I would have constant headaches. So much so that I would go to work with migraine, come back home with migraine, going to school with migraine, constant headaches. I would arrive in her house to pick her up, and would complain about headaches. She'd give me some like tablets, and so the mother, I believe, she saw it. And coming to church, she had the understanding that it was something spiritual.
But she never said, you have demons.
No, she never
My
said
mom,
that.
she never say anything.
Very
about
smart. Very
She
smart.
never said. She didn't know how to read. She learned how to read in the church.
Wow. But she had wisdom from God.
Yes, definitely.
And very smart, because she said, okay, I'm going to help you, Ricardo. Yes,
you
I'm going to
help
give you
me?
my daughter, but you're going to have to help me as well. You're going to help me bring her to church, right?
Yes.
And she brought you, and you came along.
Yeah.
That's really nice. So headaches when?
No headaches went. No more headaches. Like I used to suffer with many health conditions, not just the headache. But I would have heart murmur, asthma, bronchitis,
Wow.
and the headaches was just a spiritual sign.
Bye.
Okay,
Right.
and the mom, knowing that, she invited me to come to church, and without preaching to me, but I believe she had the certainty and assurance that he'll start going, he'll be healed from that headache.
So you came to church dating, and you dated for 2 more years, yes?
No, in the church, 1
Yeah.
year.
1 year, and then you decided to get married.
Get married.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice.
But at this point, they decided to get married. Delma was already coming faithfully as well.
yeah,
she
they
was
came
coming.
together. They came
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
So you decided to get married. Really nice. Did you learn, what did you learn in the church about love life that you didn't know before, Pastor? Do you remember something that you learned about love life, marriage, that your parents never taught you or you never learned before?
Well,
Something that helped you
Well-
understand relationship and get married and be happy?
yeah, coming from the background I had,
Mm-hmm.
so what I used to say that I learned everything because I came from my mom was widow at the age of 30 years old. So I didn't have a father figure. I didn't have like a male figure in the house to teach us, look, that's how a man behaves in a relationship. That's how, you behave as a father. That's through the teachings of the church and the spiritual teachings as well, I start learning all this.
Mm-hmm.
So if I say one thing that you learned in the church, so I would be just like saying only one thing, while for me was like a package. So it was a package. I learned to fight for my life. I learned many other things. But
Yeah.
that package that the Spirit of God gave to me através the UCKG is a package. Wasn't just one thing. Because which reference I had of relationships? None. I used to see, when I was a child, to see my mom and my father fighting. Okay?
Yeah.
He was alcoholic and he passed away due to that. And so when he passed away, that was the moment that we are growing up. We were getting like, it was between like our childhood and being teenager. So that's the moment he passed away. I believe was the moment that I would be learning more things about it. That our minds should be open for relationship, responsibilities. So, and everything I learned in the faith that we are now. Because before I just learned the suffering. Now I learned the solution for it.
It's nice how after 1 year in the church, you got married.
Yes.
Because God knows how long you would be dating if you
Yeah.
were not in the church,
If you're
right?
not in the church.
Am I right?
Yes, yes.
Because, people out there, they date forever.
Yeah.
10 years, 15 years. They never take a position. They never, make this decision of getting married. And you got married, but you were not a pastor yet, right?
No, I wasn't a pastor. I wasn't even planning to be a pastor.
And then you became
To
an
be
assistant.
sincere, I wasn't like, I didn't want to be a pastor.
Right.
But
Yeah.
in that year, many things happen. Like many things happen in our lives. Okay, became a assistant. Okay, and we got married, start planning for the house, planning for things that we want to achieve, finances, studying, and I had already like the plans for my finances. Everything set in my mind. That's how I want my finances to be. That's where I will go. And all these things I learned in the faith, because before I didn't know how to project anything, not even to plan anything, not even to plan the next trip tomorrow or whatever, going to do nothing. I learned in the faith. So then I learned it in the faith. So I started planning what I was going to do with my finances.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's how, and doing that and using the faith, we had the condition for the apartment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have the condition for our apartment. Where like I was 21, so I had the condition for the apartment.
God was blessing
God
you.
was blessing financially. Everything was going the way we planned.
Yeah,
Okay.
but God had another
Our
plan.
plans. Well, we arrive in the church conquering with our plans until the moment we have to start asking God,
Yeah.
what's the plan?
Yeah.
And that's how we were settled. Because 2 years later, after we got married 2001. 2 years later, everything what we conquered, we left on the altar to serve God.
Amen. Amen. And that's nice how God made you meet each other out there in the world, already having a plan for
Yeah.
you both, right? It's really nice, very nice story. And Miss Delma, you want to give an advice for the girls? You want to give an advice for people on how important it is to learn intelligent love in the love therapy? You want to leave an advice? You want to give an advice?
Yes.
Go ahead.
As you are like asking, just like to complement what you said about like what he
Look at
learned,
the
what
camera.
he learned about relationship, né, in the church. Like it's something that like because as I mentioned that I had my family like my father was alcoholic and a lot like many problems, and my sisters like they got married but they are not happy. I saw like they are fighting. And then in the church, I learned about the faithfulness, like, and then I overcame that insecurity that I had before, that I mentioned. And this is something that we have to, with God, we can let it go.
Yeah.
Like if that is like, if you before you are like betrayed, like someone betrayed you, you say that, now I don't want anyone anymore. This is what I was thinking before.
Wow.
But now, like, for example, those that they are coming to the church, they have that opportunity to learn that is another chance. You can't, like, just put aside this area of your life. You have to fight for it. If, like, that if that person doesn't went well, but now as you have God, things will go well because He's the one that will be guiding us, like, to have a blessed love life.
So when you came to church, you got healed from this insecurity,
Yes,
right? When you
yes.
received the Holy Spirit.
Yeah,
Because this would certainly be a problem,
yeah.
right? It would be a problem. You would
Yeah.
grow, be a problem because he couldn't even look to the side. You would already, hey,
Yeah.
Pinch him.
It's true.
and yeah,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
My God, Pastor, your arm would be full of bruises
yeah.
today, right? Full of
Yes.
marks, full of bruises.
True.
Yes.
Okay, so it was good. It was good then. Very nice story. So 21 years married
21 years married.
Yes.
and 26, maybe 27 years altogether
Yeah, exactly.
of knowing each other.
Yeah.
Very nice. I think our time is running low. But Pastor, Miss Delma, thank you so much for coming tonight.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for participating in the program. Finally, right?
Thank you.
Was a
After
pleasure.
so many invitations, so much insisting. Thank you so much for participating. And God bless you all. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.
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 The Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.